Evening, Blackie.
How's the newspaper racket?
Dull. How's the poker racket?
Rotten. Care for a drink?
No, thanks. I'm not much for drinking when I'm working.
You know, we don't care much about publicity here.
You needn't worry. I'm not offering you any. Where's Lillian?
Why?
I want to see her. Say, what's the matter with you? There's no law against me seeing her, is there?
Certainly not. She's got a chemistry examination tomorrow. She's studying for it.
I'll only keep her a few minutes. Is she in one of the back rooms?
Yeah. Second door to the right.
Thanks. Say, are you troubled with indigestion?
No.
Hello, Bill. Come in.
How's my little sweetheart?
I don't know. Have you got one?
You bet. One of the best. And she's looking very beautiful. Say, Lillian, what's the matter with Blackie?
Why?
I don't know. He acted very hostile when I told him I wanted to see you.
Perhaps it's your imagination.
Listen, Precious. I'm doping up a story about college girls working their way through school. I found one who sells magazines. And I was thinking I'd like to use Miss Lillian Vaughn, who's working her way through college by singing in a nightclub.
Sorry, Bill, it's out.
Why?
Well, for one thing, I have a lot of friends at college. Some of them know I sing here, and some of them don't.
Well, I won't mention the Lido.
But you'll have to mention my name.
Oh, I'd have to do that. And I'd have to have a picture. You take a blame sweet picture, you know that.
Flattery won't get you anywhere, Bill. I'd rather you wouldn't say anything about it.
Listen, sweet. Is anything wrong?
Why, of course not, Bill.
I don't believe you. You talk too fast, lady. Has Blackie been annoying you?
Blackie's one of my very best friends.
Well, you might pick better. He's nothing but a tin-horn gambler.
I told you he was one of my best friends, didn't I?
I'm sorry. Wish there was something I could do for you.
You can. Drive me over to the campus.
All right.
I'll get my hat and coat. Meet me outside.
In a hurry?
Yes, I'd like to be there by 9:15.
Be there at 9. Are you meeting someone?
Yes.
Malcolm Jannings?
Uh-huh.
Pick out the rummiest friend.
What's the matter with Mal?
Oh, he's no good. You brought him all the way out here from Minnesota for the track team. You got him a soft job bringing the chimes from the Campanile, and what's he done? He's out every night, gambling.
Don't you think
drink...
you've said enough against my friends?
Okay, I'll pipe down. Sorry I couldn't drive you over to the Campanile, but you know the campus gates are closed after 9 o'clock. Want me to wait for you here, Charlie?
No.
Foolish question. Well, I'm going over to the Daily Office for a little while. Listen, I'll be glad to drive you back to Lido if you want.
No, I won't bother you anymore. I'll sit here until about 9:15, and then I'll walk over.
Well, you're a good girl.
I'll do my best, darling.
Hey, you stay away from that door.
Well, what happened, fella?
How should I know?
Well, there was a shot.
So I heard.
Well, somebody ought to call the police.
The police have been called.
How could they? It just happened.
Well, someone will call them.
I mean,
Someone will call them.
Charlotte, there we go.
Well, Bill, where'd you come
I
from?
didn't come from any place. I was here.
What's the lowdown?
Well, the chime stopped ringing all of a sudden. There was a silence and then a shot.
From the tower?
Yes,
You were right here.
not 20 feet away.
And no one came down?
Not a soul. The elevator stopped. This door here to the stairs hasn't been opened.
Meggs, run over to the office superintendent and get the key.
Right.
You're sure no one came down?
Absolutely.
Whoever's up there must still be there.
There's no other way down. Anyone know who plays the chimes?
Yeah, a fellow by the name of Malcolm Jennings. You know, the sprinter.
Oh, heard of him. Not much good, was he?
He couldn't run an errand. Wait a minute, Ed. I'll be right back.
All right,
Where
now,
were
boys.
those kids around it?
Listen, Sweet, what do you know about this?
Not a thing, Bill.
What'd you do when I left you?
I stayed in the car for about 5 minutes, and then I started to walk over here.
Did you hear that shot?
Of course I did.
Any suspicions?
No. Could I go up with the police?
Oh, you're crazy, girl.
I'm not. I want to go. If anything has happened to Mel, I don't know what I'll do.
You think a lot of that guy, don't you? Now, listen, if you've got any brains in that pretty little head of yours, you'll stay out of this. It's a police case, and you don't want to get mixed up in it, do you?
Of course I don't, but
Never mind, no buts about it. You stay out. Oh, here comes Meggs with the keys. I'm going up with him. Now, stay right here. I'll be right back.
Here.
Oh, Meggs.
All right. Meggs, you and Alan stay here and keep the crowd back. Don't let anybody in or out. Get it?
Yes, sir.
All right, come on, Lorimer. Bill, if you want to, come on.
They won't let us in.
Oh, give us a right now. Come on, now, cut it out. Cut it out.
Just a plain case of suicide.
Sure. But where's the gun?
Right through the left temple. Looks like a 32. Say, you ever see him play baseball or tennis?
Oh, I get you. He was right-handed.
No powder burns. Plain case of murder.
Those buildings aren't anywhere near tall enough to reach over this balustrade with a rifle. Those hills are high enough, but they're too far away.
And the guy that did it must be somewhere about. You swear nobody came down. We didn't meet anybody coming up. He's either up in there or hiding in the elevator shaft.
It's a hiding place, but Belfry is out.
Maybe he had a parachute. He could drop over the side of this rail here.
Sure, nobody'd seen him. None.
Well, maybe he used the rope.
Well, if he did, where is it?
Do you suppose he can get up on the roof of the tower?
Yeah, he might if a gang of carpenters built him a scaffold.
How about the elevator shaft?
No, we look there. We won't find anyone.
Where do you suppose he could go? Guy couldn't come up here and knock this bird over and just vanish into thin air. I don't get it. That's all. I don't get it. So who do you suppose did it, Chief?
I don't care who did it now. Show me how he did it, and I'll tell you who did it.
Well, it just ain't possible. That's all. It just ain't possible.
Captain. Well, this man there runs the elevator. He lives near here. He heard the shot and he came right over.
You take Jennings up on top tonight?
No, sir. I make my last trip at 8 o'clock. He always walks.
Who'd you take up on your last trip?
2 ladies and a man.
Say, Bill, give us the lowdown, will you?
Ask Lorimer. He's got all the dope.
Mr. Lawrence, give us the dope on this.
Bad news, Lily.
Is he dead?
Yeah, shot through the temple.
Who killed him, Bill?
All I know is he was murdered. Whoever did it got away.
Got away? Why, that's impossible. Nobody left there after the shot.
See here, Lillian. You know more about this than you're passing out.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. Ever since I stepped into the club tonight, the way Blackie acted, your nervousness, the whole business, I just knew something was going to happen.
If you knew something was going to happen, you knew more than I did.
Pretty cool, aren't you?
Is there any reason why I shouldn't be?
All right. Let it go at that.
Anything wrong, Bill?
Oh, nothing connected with the case. Where to now?
Delakai House.
Which one of you fellows in charge? Well,
I suppose you could say I'm in charge. I'm house manager.
you're the man I want to see. Go on inside. Let you stay out. Hey, what's up?
All this trouble down the road.
Hear anything about what happened to Campanelli tonight?
Yes. One of the brothers called up. Who killed him, Captain?
I'm not offering an opinion yet. Suppose you tell me what you know about Jennings.
Well, one of our alumni suggested we urge Jennings to come here, find him a job and all that. Well, Jennings arrived. We got him a job as chime master. He had a fair knowledge of music. Well, anyway, he went out for track. It proved a big disappointment.
Yes, yes. Let's get to the man himself.
Well, he was a likable chap, good mixer, good company, but he hadn't any... Well, he lacked the cultural background a college man should have.
In your opinion, had he ever been to college before?
I don't think he's had more than 2 years of high school.
Any parents, relatives?
He never mentioned any.
Did he go out much?
Quite a bit. Very often he stayed away all night.
Who were his friends?
I haven't any idea.
How about girls?
I don't believe he was greatly interested in women.
When did you have your last house party?
About 10 days ago.
Who'd you bring? Come on, come on. You're wasting time. I want to know.
He brought Ann Michaels.
Oh. Did he rush her much?
Yes, quite a bit.
What kind of a girl is she?
She's a very charming young lady.
Where'd she live?
Number 12, Addison Way.
Sorority house, huh?
No,
Does she belong to a sorority?
no.
Why not?
Perhaps you better ask her.
Oh. Don't worry, my boy. I will. Larimer, see that he doesn't get to a telephone. I want to surprise her.
Okay, Chief. I get you. Sit down, young fella.
Say, what did you think about this fellow Wilson?
I gather they hated Mal Jennings worse than poison, for one thing. He got a crush on Ann Michaels for another. That's enough.
Plenty.
Miss Michaels, I'm Captain Kine of the police department. This is Mr. Bartlett of the Times Star.
How do you do?
I'd like to talk to you a minute.
Please come in.
Nice place you have here, Miss Michaels.
Thank you.
Why don't you live in one of the sorority houses?
Because I prefer to live alone.
Oh.
Don't you think you had better tell me the purpose of your visit?
Mal Jennings was murdered about an hour ago.
Murdered? Mal? Oh, it's horrible.
Friend of yours, was he?
Yes?
Been out to dances with him?
Just once or twice.
Ever jealous of him?
I think you're making a mistake in our relations, Captain. Why, Mal was no more to me than a dozen other men.
Well, well, well. Tell me this. When did you first learn he'd been killed?
Didn't you just tell me yourself?
I said, when did you first learn he'd been killed?
When you told me.
You took it pretty cool, didn't you?
What did you expect me to do? Go into hysterics or something?
Miss Michaels, where were you this evening? Particularly around 9 o'clock.